Well, it took me forever to find the Marauders Guild, and that's where I stopped. But I hit like level 2.
Are you using mouse and keyboard, Matt?
Yeah. Ginny has my Xbox controller. When I played the beta, I did it with the controller, and it was pretty nice. When I get it back from her, I might switch back over.
I think I'm going to start with controller. Curious to try it.
It works really well. Like, they put a lot of time into it, and obviously they have the PS3 and PS4 versions. But no, I was impressed with how well it worked.
User entered your channel.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Doing all right.
I may have to go pretty quickly here for the girlfriend. But
oh, no worries. All is well. Get some opening questions from you.
There are dudes doing the Final Fantasy VII squat inside the Marauders Guild.
I'm stoked. I'm pretty stoked over here. Alright, I think it streams up. See if I can actually get in to view it.
So Philip, how do you, you're adding friends, is that all based on your character name?
Yes, I believe it is, and I haven't done that a lot, but I think press O and player search, and then get to it from there. Yeah, I just found you. So I'm, my character name is Tetrahedon. I'll send you a thing.
One of you guys do me a favor and just check and see if stream is working. I had some problems with connecting a couple minutes ago. See if you're seeing.
You're up on my. Yeah, you're working right now.
Working? Okay, cool. Thank you. Alright, so I already made a character, but I wanted to record the character creation process, so I'm going to basically go back through and recreate the character and then go back on the server that I already have set up. So the races in Final Fantasy XIV are identical to the ones in Final Fantasy XI, but they have slightly different names for no discernible reason.
Yes, pretty much.
All I can think is that they got to Gulka, which was the big guy race, and they're like, well, in 11 they were male only, and we decided to change that, so we should just change all of their names.
Oh, and it's a very big deal to the player base that they do not have tails now. Some
really?
people really want the tails for the Gulka.
That seems pretty important. Yeah. They're kind of just like tall, pale green dudes now. Flat noses. Now, so my character creation thought is I've historically always played a human, but I'm going to try to not do that, and I'm going to go with the female Gulka, because that's probably the least played race gender combination.
That's a great idea. There is a lot of people who love their female Gulkas. Female Rogadins, I guess.
Rogadins, yeah. I have to get used to what they call them in this game. Definitely significantly more robust character creator than 11. Really, like, bus size is the third option.
There's also complaints about that. Apparently, when they did the 2.0, they reduced some polygons, and so there are less breast and options.
Wow. Well, I usually play as a female avatar just because I think they put more work into female characters in games. Costumes tend to look better.
Yeah, mine's a female in this game. I don't know. I played a lot of males in WoW, but I don't know. You're right. The character aesthetics for pretty much all the races look good to me in this game, and all the genders.
Well, I don't know if I did it right, but I put my character's name in the little chat if anyone wants to find me.
Oh, like in TeamSpeak? Let me check.
Yeah, I think so.
Gotcha. I'll throw mine in there. I haven't connected just yet though, so give me a sec here.
Oh, that's good to know. You can only search for a character that is online, apparently.
I should be online.
Let me see.
They can do tattoos, face paints, it's all over the place. And maybe face paint's unique to the Rogadin. I don't know if you can have like a war paints. Tarutara, what are they called in this one? Lalafels?
Lalafell. Yeah,
That's
you can't put tattoos on them and eyeshadow and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
They have the Krillin, six-sided dice tattoo on the forehead, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw that one. If you go bald.
Philip, did you do party chat? How do you do different chat locations?
You can just type /P and then type. Is that what you mean, just messaging people? Or you want to be like the location we're at? That's
oh no, that's what I want. I didn't see it flip over to say something different, so I assumed it wouldn't work. But I guess it just did. Okay.
Like how the default voice options are like the grunts that you're probably going to hear more than any other sound. So they thought ahead on that one. Yeah, this is pretty clean with the controller.
Yeah, they go to a lot of effort. Yoshi, the main game head, really he likes to play and test content with the controller religiously to make sure even the hardcore raiders can use them.
Now in 11 there were like slight statistical bonuses based on your race choices, but it never mattered so much that you would get picked over somebody else in endgame. I assume it's the same here, that there's small bonuses.
Yep. Exactly the same. Nobody cares, basically.
Enjoy the flavor of your deity. Don't freak the fuck out about being resistant to fire or something.
Yeah, I kind of like that too. Good choice.
Yeah.
So you linked your location, but I have absolutely no idea how to use that information?
Oh yeah, so I guess you have to get to Lominsa first and sync yourself to all the crystals that, like the big crystal you can see in the map if you click that location. Once you do that, then you can port just by clicking on the crystals that I linked.
Yeah, we're at the big ass crystal. If that narrows it down.
I've been there before. That doesn't mean I remember how to get there now.
I think if you find another little crystal, you can click on that and then pick main ether site. But you have to find one of those little guys first. Is that right, Phil? Like, how do you Hearthstone?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You find all the little crystals and the big crystals and click on them once in a city, and once you find all of them, then you can just port willy-nilly around.
I'm by the drowning wench.
I see, I'm coming for you.
I'm watching the opening cutscene here. Help you in.
I can see the big crystal, but it won't let me jump down to it. WTF, man.
Here.
Those mustaches are so badass on the Lalafell.
Here.
If I knew how to wave, I'd wave back.
Feel.
Oh man, evil dude.
Hear, feel, think.
Alright, so my very first question, is there a hide helmet option?
Oh yeah.
Okay. This is 2015. It's a pretty cool looking helmet, but like, basically undid about 30 minutes of character creation.
Yeah, you can hide your helmet as well as your weapon and shield, and there's a whole bunch of quality of life options in the settings.
Cool. I'll hop in once cutscene's over. So I'm fighting Evil Mask Dude. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, the starting quests are different for whichever city you start in. So I've actually never seen the Lominsa. I started in Olda, as they say.
Oh, the UI in this is pretty slick. Say what you want about Square, they've always had slick UI and polished design. So, like, Philip, what's the deal with the 3 cities? There were 3 cities in Final Fantasy 11 too.
Yes. So there are 3 main cities, and they're tied to the political entities, the nation states, so to speak, of the game. And
How do you dance?
oh, man.
This is more important than what the city
Yes.
backstory is. Like,
Indeed.
it's everything is / and then whatever you want to do. So like / dance is one of the emotes.
Slash wave.
There are a couple dozen of them. I looked them up earlier.
The other slash.
Yeah, I'm a noob.
Am I a silent protagonist?
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Well, Pat and I picked the right race, apparently.
You guys both Lalafell?
Damn straight.
Okay, so I can be
Apparently, I'm the
Squall.
only dude in the group.
Why did you
What are
become an
talking about?
adventurer? Is this some like Kingdom Hearts
Oh,
shit where like one of them's gonna
oopsies.
change my level increase and let's say
I'll say
power.
again.
Like it's asking me questions like why did I become an adventurer? It feels like Kingdom Hearts where it's like determining
Oh,
your
man.
growth rate just for fun.
I think it has to do with like a level 5 ring you get or something that doesn't matter.
Oh, I see. Very good. So is there like a flavor reason why the nations are like your starting class picture nation? It seems unusual.
Yeah. The guild is tied, for better or worse, for story reasons, usually to the particular nation state.
Gotcha.
When you do your class quests, then you'll figure out some reasons. Usually, I haven't done them all, but there's a class quest every 5 levels, and that is usually the first thing you want to do for hearing the good story and for getting your new skills.
So there's certain classes that I would actually physically need to go to a different city in order to unlock, right? Gotcha.
Yeah, that's correct. So, which will happen, you know, before too long, but you will have to get through the bulk of the quests before you get access to that. As far as the bulk of the main initial level 10 or 15 or so quests.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to just mute everyone else so I don't keep getting these power level messages?
Oh, you mean the gold sellers? Yeah, they're actually pretty bad these days. But there's
You make
way
like a
to-
custom channel, basically.
Well, the unfortunate thing is there's not enough support from Square for the guild sellers right now. What people do a lot of times is they either blacklist each one they get, which is a losing battle, or you put yourself on like a private mode. But that also, in private mode, removes tells from random players, so that's not really a good option either. So unfortunately, there's not really a good solution right now.
Now, RMT was really bad in Final Fantasy 11 too.
Supposedly, the Japanese players are starting to complain, and apparently when the Japanese players complain, Square listens more than they listen to us. So I think it's one of the next priorities once the expansion team gets done doing the expansion stuff. But
It's
we'll
hard
see.
though, like, how do you, I mean, Diablo's solution at the end of the day was really aggressive, making everything account bound so you can't trade anything at all. Like, that's the only way I can think to definitively solve the problem.
Look, I'm Naruto.
Heck yeah.
Believe it!
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm,
Hey Katie, how's it going?
amidst the roiling waves of the Lotama Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Limsa, Lominsa.
Lamarama, got it.
To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer.
Awesome, Katie. Yeah, I hear that, Mine for Fish. There's no final solution.
Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Lim Lane.
Man, modern Squaresoft and their love of like Gaelic kind of names.
As she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future.
Are tells the private chat thing?
Yeah, tells are the pink text that's just player to player, I think.
Yep.
Is that...
Is it possible for us to all just like join a party once I'm in map? We can chat from in there.
Yep, we're already ahead of you, waiting on
Through
you.
peril and
actually in the
hardship,
party.
discovery and triumph.
I think I'm almost out of this opening cutscene.
This brave soul on her
Man,
life's
I'm pretty sure.
voyage.
What's the red pirate dude's
Till
name?
sea
Brennan or something?
swallows all.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna die, so I'm getting that.
Fancy. Katie, if you and Rick are looking for a new MMO. I don't know if this works on Mac or not. Get it on PS3 though. Final Fantasy Online! Tempting! Don't tempt me, Frodo. Yellow Jackets. Oh, but... Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Let's go with gamepad. Right, pretty clean. You guys should be able to add me now. Alright, auto run.
Yeah, you can middle click to do that.
Oh, that's cool. I like how you can use the controller for switching between abilities. Sprint can't be used here. Okay. I like how WoW has made this like common language for MMOs that gold exclamation point means quest.
Indeed. Yeah, this game shamelessly borrows from the WoW as of 2.0. For
That's
better
good.
and for worse.
Yeah. AD Rock, going good. Just started. Just gained control of the character. I'm not sure, Katie. Philip, can PC players and PlayStation players play together? Because they could in 11.
Yep,
But-
they absolutely can. PS3, PS4, PC, all here. In fact, if you see people with a very fat Chocobo mount, I believe that's a PlayStation only.
Ah, I see. That's cool. Current objectives appear in the quest list. Duty list. It says a maximum of 5 quests can be displayed or can be accepted and active at once.
I think displayed.
Gotcha.
Displayed, yeah.
Yeah, I
They
have
pop
like
up on the
48
right
quests
over
right now.
You guys should be able to send me friend requests. I'm sure there's a way to do that with a
Whoa.
controller, but
What's a light party?
That means we have 4 people. Most content is in the early stages is 4 mans, so that's just kind of what light party means. 8 mans would be a full party.
limit break.
That's cool.
Let me try to turn them up. 1 sec. See if I can turn the game down a little bit more, like do the audio control from within the game.
Yeah, I had to turn the game way down versus the TeamSpeak.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who's super quiet? Because if it's me, it's my fault. My microphone. But if she's talking about Philip, then that I can
Probably
hear him
Philip.
okay.
I think I fixed it.
Okay.
Better. Testing. 1, 2.
Yeah, you should be good. Yeah, let us know, guys, if you can't hear anybody.
How do you get one of these sparkling little Raichu looking pets?
Dude, I know. I want one. I think that's a Arcanist pet, right, Philip?
Oh yeah, you mean the carbuncles.
Carbuncle.
Yeah, those are definitely arcanist pets.
Ah, I picked the wrong class.
Clearly. I don't want to like get you too excited or something, but I saw someone with an Ahriman mount earlier.
Whoa!
It was pretty.
That's
bald.
a pretty
Oh,
pretty
You wanna
specific
see
Final Fantasy character.
you want to see an Ahriman mount? I might could help you out.
This
So
dude
I
right here.
saw in the email you said something about dragoons being laughingstocks. Why is that?
That was back in 11. I don't think they are anymore, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
because that was my intention, was to work towards that. But if
No,
it's
you
a
should
bad
totally
thing,
dragoon it.
then-
The deal with Dragoons is people will argue over the top DPS, melee DPS. The deal with Dragoons that, yeah, it's a holdover joke from 11. There is a certain amount of the player base that likes to use the jumping skills at the wrong time, and their jumping skills kind of lock them into performing that attack. And so when the players do that and a big attack is coming, they'll a lot of times eat the attack and they can't do anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there is a reason
Skill
that
cap.
happens, but there are some very good Dragoons and they're entirely competent at the end game, and
Dragoons were
basically-
bad in 11 because they had very limited options. Like, they were a pet class, basically. Like, half of their abilities were this wyvern that followed them around. And most of their abilities weren't very strong compared to everybody else. But I'm assuming that statistically, they're just as viable as everybody else. Just have a higher skill cap to not screw up.
Oh yeah, balance in this game is pretty good compared to my minimal experience in other MMOs. So
Mhm.
yeah, definitely don't worry about that.
Okay, well, I was picking that just because I think they look cool. So, I mean, I'm not entirely attached to it.
You're not stuck, and fortunately, if it's like 11, which I believe it is, right? You can change classes at will at some point.
Oh, sure, I
Sure
know
can.
that. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, I want to work towards something before I start switching willy-nilly, right?
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of the player base that just levels and levels and levels, and they don't do anything else in the game. So, I mean, that's nothing wrong with that. If you just wanted to do that, keep switching alts. Or classes, as it were.
Warriors of Light, huh? Man, they're bringing it back to the roots. So this is Pirate Town, is what I'm figuring.
Indeed.
11 was like Engineering Town, where Sid lived, Elf Town, and like Magic Little People Town.
I clipped right to this lady's crotch. Ah.
Whoa. Wait a minute. This online content not rated.
Right, D-Rock.
Well, game lady, probably not real lady.
It's certain there are going
Yeah,
to be
what do we got?
crystals.
In my experience, you can't count on a female avatar in this game being an actual female, but there are a lot of women compared to my time in WoW once you get them on TeamSpeak or something, which is kind of nice to see actually. There's a healthy amount of husband and wives playing this game, so I mean it actually is an open kind of game, it seems.
Good. Glad to hear that. I think that landscape is getting better. Gaming is still pretty hostile towards women. Like you'll see that with Hearthstone in particular, but I think MMOs have been a safe haven for a while, to the extent that you can have one. Complete. Bateron 10 Fingers. It doesn't seem like a particularly like unusual name. Like, do people not typically have 10 fingers?
That's some helmet you got there.
This is Odin's helmet. I am just showing off all the useless things that I have acclaimed. Or claimed.
Glowing crystal. There you go, mine for fish. Ether sight? Is there any Uematsu in this soundtrack, by the way? Other than like covers of older songs?
So he was more heavily involved with the 1.0, I believe. I don't remember if he's still involved heavily, but there are some tracks that he has done, and there are some tracks attributed to the other musician head guy, who's the fan. You know, I just don't know the names, but they're pretty acclaimed in the fan base.
I've
But
heard that
point-
it's a pretty good soundtrack for the most part.
It is an experience when you get to some of the battles, auditory, visual, and mechanics-wise. So yeah, please look forward to it, as they say.
Of course. Please look forward to it.
Yeah, Tanoshimi Dana
Yeah,
from Japanese. They like to make fun of Yoshi.
that's funny. Alright. Man, don't name yourself Scanrail. Too many friggin' vowels, guys. Vortex. Peculiar herb? Oh, is this like teaching me gathering, I guess? So this little sprout symbol next to my name that lets people know that I'm a noob, basically.
Yeah, you have to just wait a certain amount of time for that to go away.
Oh, interesting.
How did you sit down?
Slash sit.
Last sit.
No, but like it knows to jump you up on the ledge if you're next to one. That's next level MMO emoting right here.
Got all the things. Alright. Alright, so I think it shows you guys on the map as little icons off in the distance. Oh, sweet, they have goblins back, and they have like the same sprites as Final Fantasy XI. Nice.
Oh man, I can't use your Twitch chat to find you because it's behind.
It's actually pretty accurate. I'm looking at it right now on Twitch.
Oh, okay, there you
Maybe
go.
15 seconds or so. Every meritable? No, martial discipline. Nice, how far are you, D-Rock? Did you 100% it?
I wish it would make people in your party's name a different color than everyone else.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a way to know that. Oh, you can jump? The hell's the jump button? Oh, there's a jump button! Triangle. Or, well, Y, I guess.
Oh, sorry.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't help you out much with the controls. You're gonna have to figure that
No,
out.
I'll figure it out. Just pressing buttons. I might switch to mouse and keyboard at some point because there's like a lot of shit to pick from. Alright, so I have talked to Swazblate, and that's the extent of the questing that I've done. Let's see. Sure. So I'll have to visit the Marauders Guild. I'm looking at my compass in the top right corner. Is that giving me like hints as to which way I should go to complete quests?
Vaguely, I usually just open the map or press with M or press J to open the quests, and then press the physical map button on your J quest, and then go directly there.
Oh man, they brought back a bunch of races from 11. It's pretty cool. So the little symbol that looks like an arrowhead is like a the equivalent of a question mark to turn in a quest. Got it. We're on Ultros, Katie. Alright, sprint. Ooh, is that Carbuncle? Looks like Carbuncle. Is that the Raichu thing you were talking about?
Yeah.
And Carbuncle was the only summon that you typically would have if you're playing as a summoner in Final Fantasy XI if you didn't do a bunch of really hard quests. Cool. Right. Got so many quests. I wonder if there's like a there's like a controller UI for doing emotes and that kind of thing. I'll look around for it. Ethernet shard? Oh, what does the tuning do? Does it like make it my home point or something?
Yeah, you can attune to all the different aetherites in the city to just give you a warp point, basically.
Oh, that's cool. Warping was
The
kind of
big,
nasty in 11. Like, only black mages had the spell, so you had to like find people who were black mages to send you home.
Oh no, it's just it's like any Skyrim type thing here. Once you get them all attuned, you can just click on the very big ones from any map and warp right there for some gil.
Cool.
Oh man, so I just apparently had my video card fan switch on for the first time since I had been inside my case to put the SSD in. I guess there was a wire nearby, so it sounded like someone started a small chainsaw in there.
Oh god. Everything okay?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty horrifying though.
Yeah. That's a pretty game.
How does the time work, Philip? In game time.
You can click on the top right where you see local time, and it'll just change to server or hours of time. There's just kind of, it goes, you know, if you see the little compass in the top right, you can watch the sun go around.
I like the UI for quests. It's very clean, like having the green check mark. Man, you can't name a dude. Look, this dude's name is AHLDSKYF. That's too many consonants.
I think how do you say that?
Aldskiff. I feel like that's been a problem since 13. I don't see any apostrophes though, so that's good.
I think that's really indicative of the poor level of trading in this era of game. Like basically one town gets all the commas, another town gets all the vowels, and
right.
You know.
D-Rock, I read that as, hey yo, D-Skiff. So I noticed you mentioned this was a big problem in 11, Philip, that like there'll be really cool cutscenes before a lot of the major dungeons and everybody just skips them, so like the best thing to do is just skip them, but you can watch them later now.
That is the case, yeah. The main part where it becomes an issue for people is the 2 raids at the end of the main story as of 2.0. So sometimes people just make their own parties to watch those.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't think they're intending on, like basically when the game came out and those were the last quests, everybody had that issue. So Square has tried real hard not to give that many cutscenes after.
Like immediately before, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean it'll extend the dungeon like a ridiculous 20 minutes or something if you watch them all in those, and people can run the entire thing in 20 minutes. When they
That's interesting from a. I haven't thought of that from an MMO game design perspective, because they clearly didn't think about that in Final Fantasy 11. Like there were some really awesome like 30-minute cutscenes in 11, and your party would get real pissed at you.
Yeah, I mean what they do in this game is they incentivize high-level players to go back and do old content for any number of extra things at the end of the game, but of course those players are now intending on speedrunning these things. Yeah. Because a lot of, like I'm right now doing the Zodiac Braves weapon, and I'm grinding old dungeons for like a 10% drop. So I want to get through them as quickly as possible, but when I'm thrown in a party with noobs, then they want to take their time, they don't know what's going on. So it can be frustrating on both people's ends if you don't communicate.
Right. Makes sense.
On the other hand, if I didn't have that incentive and players like me didn't, then it'd be hard to get a party for the new players coming through. So it's a give and take.
Yeah, D-Rock, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm excited to get like out of the main town and to like see the combat. Very, very slick UI though. It's important to me. Blizzard and Square are the 2 companies that always do that right, I think. Is there going to be a natural point where I've like clearly done all the fetch quests and we can like go to the next area, or do you think that we're going to be doing a lot of solo quests here for a bit?
It's kind of hard to say. A lot of the extent of 1 through 15 leveling is this kind of questing.
Solo questing?
Yeah. So It'll definitely pick up once you hit level 15 and get that first group party dungeon. But it's hard to say.
Well, I know Matt and I have both already gotten something to go outside and kill rats. So whenever you
get that. Okay.
We can go.
Cool. Getting there. Let's see, what's my map button? There's the map. So if you just tuned in, I'm playing this entirely with a controller right now, and it seems to be fine. There's not really anything that absolutely requires a mouse and keyboard. So why would I not use sprint? Oh, I think I just get it. Sprint uses TP, and if I'm in battle, I don't want to be spending that all the time.
That's correct. Yeah.
Gotcha. But it's like kind of there to help you get around in towns.
Yep, and in between other segments.
I'm probably already doing too much running. I should be using return more often. So is that actually Carbuncle? The pet that I'm seeing?
The blue and is he blue or orange?
Blue.
Like the little mouse thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Carbuncle.
He looks very similar to the 11 version.
Some people like that, some people don't, but they really actually ripped models straight from Final Fantasy 12 and Final Fantasy 11 and just kind of made them, they dotted them up with a little bit of a paintbrush.
Yeah, no, that doesn't bother me. It kind of triggers the nostalgia. So later on, I guess, what are the espers or summons for summoners these days after Carbuncle?
That'd be very easy information to give you, but it's also very much tied to the storyline quests.
Okay,
so
mouth shut.
I think it's better if you guys see it.
I'm not like gonna run into somebody with like Diabolos following behind them or something in town that will spoil it.
Well, eventually you probably will.
Okay.
Who knows? A lot of people in the place here right now are crafters, so they won't have their battle classes out.
Gotcha.
The people in their warriors outfits are going to be in the in-game town right now.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. That makes sense.
Is there a way to share quests among your party?
No, I never tried.
That'd be cool. I like that feature in, that was in WoW, right?
That was in WoW, yeah. Eventually it wasn't originally.
Alright, so we're level 2 now. Exciting. Here we go now. Let's see. I like the feeling when you're first starting MMO, like, oh my god, there's shit everywhere, and I don't know where any of this is. Eventually that like peters out, you know where everything is, and initial exploration is really cool. And everything's still kind of overwhelming. Alright. Should probably be using the ether site more than I am. I'm just running everywhere. I'm not used to being able to do that. Because I mained a black mage in 11, so like it was an easy way to make some extra money if I was in a dungeon. Like your only option to get out of a difficult dungeon area would be to like walk. But if there's a black mage around, people would yell like, hey, paying 300 gil for a warp back to town. Are there jumping puzzles in this game?
There's a very famous in-game raid that's pretty much just a jumping puzzle.
Awesome.
It's not actually that difficult.
But it's difficult for some people.
Yeah.
Oh, Neil. Okay,
Difficult
alright.
to get a party to go in there.
Neil. Penitent. To be disappointed now? Disappointed.
I just did that quest.
Hey Dieter, how's it going, man? Assume there's a way to do emotes with the controller, but I'm just typing it right now. Rally. I don't have a pop culture reference for rally. I engage in general japery.
This person I'm next to has a fat cat pet. It's just a really fat cat.
Must collect all the pets.
I mean, we're playing Pokemon, right? But
Heck yeah.
I like this minion. Very appropriate.
So did you say earlier that classes in this game are tied to the weapon that you have equipped? Like you just switch weapons and that switches your class?
That is right.
That's interesting.
Once you've unlocked it by going to the guild, you can do that.
Sure. Pretty cool.
User in your channel timed out.
Let's see. Put the map where it's not way. There we go. Oh, interesting. It's not letting me complete a quest? Oh, I have to pick an option. Got it. Potion or ether. Well, as a marauder, I'm gonna go with potion. Is there like a raw potion cooldown or something, so you can't just spam them in combat?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there's some kind of cooldown, and I think it's on the global cooldown as well.
Alright, let's look at the map. Where are we going? Due north? Looks like. Yeah, it's a ticket. And they're just guilds in this game, they're not like link shells or whatever they call them.
Well, there are link shells, and there's guilds, and there's free companies, and I mean,
right on.
Yeah, there's things.
So link shells are like a WoW guild though, like people who join together, like players who join together kind of thing?
I would call those free companies in this game. Link
Gotcha.
shells are more just a group of people you can talk to. So
Sure. So you can have like different chat channels basically with.
It's basically a chat channel you get invited to, is the way most people use it. They
Gotcha.
organize their static groups in link shells. there's a hunt link shell when you find a big hunt you want to go after, and maybe there's 100 people in that link shell in your server that are notifying others.
Right. What does it mean in the top left corner where it says, you may have said this earlier, but it says light party and Vit? Like, why Vit? Is it just like the best stat we have among the four of us?
Vit. Mine says Vit too. I think that might be a tank vitality thing.
Right.
I don't actually know. The light party just means that we have achieved 4 people out of a max of 8 people in our party.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, light is in, not like light versus dark, but...
Right, light is versus full.
Sure.
Our party would be 8 people. So when you have a light party, then you can queue for 4 party dungeons, which is the majority of what you guys will be seeing in the near future.
Does this game do claiming of monsters? Like, where like your party claims it and no one else can attack it kind of a thing?
No, other people can still attack it if you claim it. But they can get a version, like a certain amount of experience for doing that, but it's kind of odd, actually.
The way it worked in 11, it was pretty bad. Like, there were certain boss fights. I was actually in the link shell that had the famous, 36-hour boss fight. I forget how long it was. It was longer than 24 hours against Absolute Virtue. And you needed to have more than 18 people, which was the maximum number of people in an alliance that could target it. So you'd have to find a way where everyone would disengage in order to sub people out, or like have a whole party that was just there for subbing people in and out of the alliance so they could focus on attacking it without totally disengaging it and having it regen back to full health.
That sounds like it'd be incredibly cool to have participated in, honestly.
I'm happy if that doesn't exist in this game, though, as cool as it was.
There are a couple of things that will just spawn on the map like a notorious monster, but they generally go down fairly quickly, and people shout to the server, "Hey, Odin is up!" For instance, and you'll all go jump him and have a 15-minute battle where a lot of people wipe on the field, but.
That's more like Guild Wars 2. It used to be like, because part of the reason I don't have the fondest memories, as cool as that particular fight was, is that everyone would have to like sit and wait for 3 hours during the window for those monsters to spawn, and then like whatever group claimed it, they were the only ones that could fight it or get experience or loot from it.
Oh well, it's sort of similar because there are plenty of S rank and A rank monsters that are on an hour timer, or they're only spawn once every 4 days, and you gotta fish eight different things to get them to spawn, and anybody can attack them once they're up, but if they're dead, then you're out of luck if you're not there. So there's actually some online trackers for each server that keep track of what hunt are up, but generally people don't do hunts except for specific things anymore.
Yeah, it was the end-all be-all in 11.
Yeah, for like one patch, it was the end-all be-all here, but now it's mainly something you do on the way to getting your relic weapon or zodiac weapon.
Right.
Some people choose to gear up at the end game that way, but most people get their tokens other ways.
Tokens are nice. That didn't even exist in 11.
I'm a fan of that. Actually, you know, I gotta go now.
Okay.
Girlfriend is here, so good luck to you guys, and I will see you online later.
Cool. Catch you later. Thanks for helping out.
Anytime.
Are you prepared for carnage? Say yes.
User disconnected from your channel.
Man, I wish I knew where the hell I was going.
I think I'm going to be catching up to where you're a Marauder as well, right?
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, I have, let's see, I have the Wharf Rats quest. I'm trying to knock out the rest of them, so I've got to do like Lost and Found, License to Reeve. Rats in the Wharf must have been the other one you were talking about.
Yeah, that's it.
Is Patrick still there and around you? He dropped out of TeamSpeak. I was wondering if his computer crashed or something.
I don't know. I was about to ask the same question.
I don't know. G-chat him or text him here in a sec.
I think I've done everything I can do that doesn't involve
Isn't going
killing
outside. Alright, I should be catching up to you pretty soon, I think.
I think, but we'll see.
You don't see any more gold exclamation points on any of the maps?
I'm looking around, but I've done a bunch of shit. Like, I mean, I just went around putting gas in streetlights. I did my janitorial duties for the city.
Let's see.
This town, I'm not a fan that has so much verticality to it. I see the quests on my minimap, but I don't know what level they're on.
Right. I keep pulling up the big map, and that helps me find stuff. Try using the compass, and it was driving me crazy. For me, it's pressing X on the controller. I'm not sure on the keyboard.
Because, like, I see a quest that says Way of the Marauder that I want to get, and then just trying to, where the hell am I supposed to find it?
Oh, he said power went out of his apartment. He'll catch up with this later. Dieter, are you still there in chat?
Am I, or?
Yeah, I can still see you. Curious, because if Jai is, I don't know if he's in the office or what. There's a little, like, symbol in the bottom right corner with a bunch of dots and colors. Does that mean anything to you? Like right above your gil count, I think.
Sorry, I didn't hear you because music just started and I still have to fiddle with my volume settings, apparently.
When you're out exploring, there's like a UI in the bottom right corner. I'm not entirely sure what it is.
I think that has to do with, like, inventory.
Okay. Level 4 quest.
I found my way outside to lower Noscea or whatever, and there's a ton of rats out here. So whenever you're ready to get your sleigh on.
Yep, I'll be right there. It's the lower decks.
It was an area that said like Tempest Gate.
I'm texting with Pat here. I think the power company said he won't be back on until 8:30, so we'll see. Like, if he's gonna come back on, maybe I could just play a little bit later today after we get all these fetch quests done, and check out the rat slaying outside.
Jeez, I wonder what happened by him.
I don't know. Is there storming or anything out there?
No, it's perfectly sunny by me. I mean, I'm a few miles away from him, but
It shouldn't be that far, yeah. Huh.
I mean, it's warm. Maybe everyone's turning on their air conditioners for the first time.
Yeah, I got that, Dieter. We're trying to solve for it. Seeing what his timing situation is. Are you in the office, Dieter? You're doing Marauder because it got you in this town, and I think it's a sub job for Dragoon, right?
Yeah, and I mean, most important, I just wanted to be in the same starting area as you guys,
Yeah.
but I figured I'd take a melee class,
Yeah.
and then it can't hurt to...
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a monk-looking class that looks pretty cool, too, or whatever. I don't know, I looked all this stuff up when there was a free beta, like, I don't know, 2 years ago, and I haven't since. But I played that for, like, that one weekend. Like, it was right when the game... The remake of the game, or whatever the hell, the Realm Reborn thing came out. They had a free weekend, and I played that. But since no one I knew was playing it, I was like, well, this is fun, but I don't know if I want to buy it.
Before Realm Reborn, I was reading about it. I heard it was pretty bad. Is that they were like not charging anyone subscription fees because they weren't happy with the quality of the game. Oh, street lamps.
Yeah, I kept missing the ones I had to fill since my characters were short. I wasn't seeing the little prompt.
So I wonder if we can get to level 10 and switch jobs so that we can get back to the same level as Patrick for when his power comes back on. It's at 8:30, which is in 3 hours? Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I mean, once, 9 o'clock rolls around, it's Game of Thrones time.
Right, Game of Thrones.
Which for me is really 10 o'clock since I use Pat's HBO Go.
We have like non-negotiable HBO Go from Comcast. That's how they keep their numbers high to make it seem like they have a lot of cable subscribers by making the internet plus cable package cheaper than internet only.
Yeah, Time Warner keeps trying to get me to buy internet, but cable, but it's like not worth it.
Yeah. Our case, it's like $20 cheaper, provided that I remember to call them once a year and yell at them for ending the promotion.
Right. There's this enemy out here that looks like a giant ogre that's level 12. I feel like I should go punch it, but I know I shouldn't.
Mhm.
But I kind of want to go punch it. It's a mossless gooboo.
Yeah, I wonder what the death penalty is in this game. It's pretty severe back in the 11 days. Like, you'd lose experience, so you could actually down level from dying.
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll find out soon enough, or hope next time Philip's online.
Let's see. I'm getting pretty close to the point. All I have now are Glory Days, Sheepish Request, Way the Marauder, and Rats in the Wharf, which I think the two that you're on are those last two.
Yeah, I've been killing stuff out here out of boredom. Not that I can't kill more when you get here.
I know,
That's
it's
what I
cool.
figured. I mean, you still get XP every time, so
Right.
I just do the South Park where I kill 1,000,000
Boars.
boars and hit max level.
Alright, well I don't really want to be at the airship landing. It doesn't seem like anything worth it here. See what you're saying about the map, not really because of how vertical it is. Protects.
That and my general noobishness at the game.
Right. Try actually like clicking on the quest. Does that give me a pop-up? Ah, it does. Oh, I see there's these little like blue dots letting you know that it's a zone change.
Do you know, like, how you, well, one, use potions, but two, if you can, like, put them on your hotbar or something?
I don't know either just yet, but let me look around.
It's like I can see, too, that I have several hotbars that I can switch between. I just don't know how to, like, when you level up, it just puts the new skill on there for you, but I don't know if you can put other things.
Let's see, potion. Set to hotbar. Press a button combination to assign an action. So yeah, it's working for me. I went into my inventory, I found the potion, I clicked on it and picked set to hotbar, and it's letting me like hold like left trigger and tell it that I want it on the D-pad, for example. So like left trigger up is now potion for me. Not sure how that works for you.
Oh, I figured it out. I just dragged it onto my secondary hotbar. And then I accidentally used one, so that's good.
Oh, I see the mossless Goobu. What's up, buddy? So you outside as well?
Yes.
It's like
Let me see if I can
nighttime.
come find you.
There's wharf rats everywhere.
Yeah, I'm fighting some of these Aurelias in the next little area, but I'll come back in a second.
Now, I want to see if I can find you on the map.
I'm heading back towards the town where I came in, so...
What direction vis-a-vis the town are you?
I don't know. I'll find out in a second. I guess I'm east of the exit, if that's what you meant. But I don't know if I went out the same exit as you, is the thing.
You look on your map, do you see like Limsa, Lominsa, Lower Decks, Zephyr Gate, Rogue River? Like what are the nearby landmarks?
Pretty much nothing. It just says Moravi Bay, and then the exit I went out of was the upper deck.
Yeah, I think we came out of different exits.
Yeah, I'll go back in town and see if I can find your exit in a minute. Because there are no lost lambs by me. It's the only thing I haven't killed yet.
Oh, there's a bunch of them up by me.
Oh, well then I need to come find you in a minute. I'm gonna kill 2 more of these O'Reilly things since they're over here, and then I'll see if I can find you.
Alright, so I am at the correct exit with the lambs inside the town if you want to come to me that way. If you go to the big crystal, which you might actually just be able to teleport there with that return spell if you don't have it on cooldown right now. It's like just due east of there.
Give me 1 minute.
Sure. Little pets out here.
How do I use the return thing?
It's one of the skills on your bar. For me, with the controller, I'm holding left trigger and then pressing A. You might just be able to click on it on your bar. Looks like a purple skill with like a blue crystal in it.
I don't even see it on my bar.
Interesting. How would you get to it? Because I see it on my bar. I can just click to it.
I found it through going through another thing.
Menu. Yeah. Alright, I see you on the map now, I think. Or you're loading into it. Yeah, there you are.
Sorry, I was reading an email from my boss about stuff I have to do later.
No worries. So it's like due east of here. Actually, it looks like our names are slightly different. They're a slightly lighter shade of blue.
Oh, that's you. Okay. I was just trying to figure out what you... You're the tallest kind of person. I'm the shortest. So.
Right.
Although I did max out the height meter on my thing, if you can believe it. Well, I will follow you whenever you're ready.
Yeah, sure. I was just texting Pat.
At the moment, I just took the 14-day trial, but this is pretty fun. I'll probably end up buying it if we keep playing.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. Don't follow me up that.
Too late. So just turn around.
Yeah. Oh wow, this game has boob physics. It's not very necessary, but okay. Yeah, so it's up here in east.
I just
Yes.
got my level 4 skill that I can combo apparently. Let's try it out.
Oh, nice. I just have Foresight and Heavy Swing right now. Link aggro. I hope this game allows for, because in 11 it was mostly like parties versus single enemies. You would never ever fight more than one enemy at a time. If you grabbed the second one, your party was basically guaranteed to wipe. Sheep are up here.
I have to kill 3 of them and obtain slices of fresh lamb from them. I don't know if you have both of those things as well.
I need... Yep, I need both of those. I'll be right there, hold on. There we go. So how do I switch targets? Oh, this game has chaining again, which is kind of cool. Basically, like if you kill lots of enemies in sequence, you get bonus experience for the longer you can do it. I think I got all that stuff. Now I just need kill like 2 more rats.
Yeah, I'm done killing stuff now, so I'll just follow you until we're ready to turn stuff in.
Sure.
I gotta see if there's an in-game way to turn the music volume down. Whenever the music starts, I have a hard time hearing you, but I've already turned TeamSpeak to be like 3 times as loud as the game.
There should be. I did it from in-game. You see, I'll look for it after this rat goes down. There we go. Yeah, so hit escape, system configuration, sound settings. I just have my master volume down to like 10. Anything louder and I can't hear you.
Alright, I messed around with it. We'll see if that's better.
Cool. Skull Sunder, combo action, heavy swing. So like do that and then heavy swing. Hey burner. Yeah, so I think I'll turn these in. I'm still checking with Patrick. Might be able to get to level 10 before Game of Thrones, and then go back and catch him up after Game of Thrones with a new class. So at least one of the things we have to turn in is down here.
Did you have the quest for killing the Aurelie or whatever?
I have Glory Days, Sheepish Request, Way of the Marauder, and Rats in the Wharf. That's it.
Yeah, I think Glory Days is the one you have to kill the Aurelie for. I don't know if... I know I did that. I don't know if you got a chance to.
Not high enough level to equip. All kinds of new quest options now that we're level 4. So the map says there's another turn-in north of us.
Man, I picked a bunch of mage armor for my quest rewards, it looks like.
I'll be ready to go when you do Arcanus and get your little carbuncle pet. There's another turn-in northwest of where we were before.
Yeah, I've already lost you because I was talking to these people to get new quests. I'll just use the return thing once we're all done turning in stuff. We can meet back up there or something.
Sure.
Depending on how much XP I get from these quests, I might hit level 5, and then I guess Philip was saying should grab the class quest or whatever.
This might finish it out. I can see you on the map. You see the little blue dot coming at you here? Yep. Sprint is pretty nice. I'm glad they added that.
Yeah, I need 90 XP to hit level 5, so hopefully when I turn in this other quest.
Five marmot steaks. Awesome. It's always been my dream to own marmot steaks. Let's see.
Man, I can't find this person I'm supposed to turn this quest in. I hate this freaking town.
Which one are you looking for?
I guess the one over on the side that you had just turned in, but let me keep looking for a second. Oh, I found him. Woo! I hit level 5. I guess I should go
Congrats.
talk to that dude.
actually any?
Oh no, it wasn't Mage Gear. I just wasn't high enough level to equip it.
That must have been who I was looking for. Hey Joe, man, how's it going, dude? Oh, Tempest Gate. That's where you look. That's where you look.
I'm trying to do the level 5 Marauder thing. I don't know,
Yeah, go for it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to log for a bit and hang out with Andrea until Game of Thrones, then I'll be back on after Game of Thrones. If you get to like level 10 by then, maybe you can switch classes and we can get Patrick caught up.
Okay. Or I might just log too. We'll see. After I do this quest, I'll decide.
Okay, but I'll be on after, I guess Game of Thrones is 9 Eastern, so I'll probably be on at 10. A bit after that. And I guess his power should be back by then.
Sounds good.